welcome to Quirky Crafts and Collectables. And today we're going to be unboxing and reviewing the new Barbie Basics dolls. And I'll be doing this on my own as Pandora Mini-Me is still on her honeymoon. Now, if you haven't watched that video of the wedding, go and check it out. It's amazing. And check out all the collabs that joined us in the wedding. In 2024, I predicted the next Barbie looks wave, Wave 5. And this is what I predicted. So my predictions were black dresses, and I had 4 females and 2 males. I had a regular redhead doll with a slim black dress. Then I had a curvy girl with a sweetheart dress. I also had a petite girl with a long 2-piece, and I also had another regular, and this was like a fishnet. And also I had the male and 2 males, one blonde, one long hair. Now you would have seen all of these dolls because, well, they're all fashionista dolls, and I did put all these dolls on Made to Moves. So I thought I'd put these outfits together. Yes, I made them all, and except the males, all the dresses I made myself. And this is what I thought the next Barbie looks would be. So this was my prediction for the next Barbie looks wave. But unfortunately we didn't get it. But look what we got. We got the basics. So let's have a look at Barbie Basics dolls for 2025. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And this is the new Barbie Basics line. Every Barbie should have the wardrobe essentials. Barbie Basics makes its comeback with a little black dress. So the Barbie Basics said they had a comeback. Well, as you can see, these are the original Barbie Basics. You had the denim, and then you had the black dress as well. And as you can see, the black dress has come back, and then you can see the rest of them. These had lovely, gorgeous fashions, if you really want to see. Now, if you bring these over here, this is what the dolls looked like. They did look absolutely beautiful. Now, I did like these dolls. I got there a little bit late, but as you can see, I did get 3 of the Barbie Basics. And this line, I just loved this girl because I thought she had short hair. I thought she was gorgeous. And they're the basic dolls in denim. And then you have a couple of the male dolls that I would absolutely love. So, hopefully we'll get some male dolls in the new basic Barbies, but you can't compare these dolls to the new dolls. That they had their era. Of course they had their era and they had their time, and really they're beautiful, beautiful dolls. But now we have these dolls, and they're made to move. You can do things with them. You can, change their heads now that make it even simple. So don't complain that, the Barbie Basics aren't the same as what the originals were. They had their time. Today we have these dolls, and we should be grateful that we do have these, that Barbie looks discontinued, but these came back as the Barbie Basics. Really, tell you the truth, they are still the Barbie looks to me. And as you saw earlier, my predictions were the black dress. Not as simple as these. Mine were a little bit more fancy, but I made them myself, so that's up to what I did. So I'd like to now have a look at these dolls. So in the first wave, we get 5 new dolls, and they are repeats of the head sculpts, and I'm happy. I can't complain. They look gorgeous. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Unfortunately, no male Ken dolls, but hopefully we'll get them in the next wave. And let's pray to the fairy dolls that we do get another wave. And the new feature in this is, of course, the head can easily come off and on. And of course, once again, these dolls look amazing in their boxes. I think they're gorgeous. You don't want too many fancy boxes, because otherwise that's where the price goes, in the packaging. So the least the better, and it doesn't put the price up. Now, for most of you, they're $25, but us in Australia, they're $45 plus shipping. So consider yourselves lucky. And yes, today we're going to look at the kit mold and compare her with the Barbie Looks kit regular standard body. This is the Barbie Basics. You see her that way. Her face. Love the hairstyle. Unfortunately, it doesn't look that crazy here, but we'll have a better look. And of course, we've seen the box and the top, and underneath is the proof of purchase. Here is the doll out of the box, still on its sleeve. You can see how it's packaged. You've got the stand as well. The stand sits at the back behind the certificate of authenticity. Now, I've had these dolls for a few weeks now because I've been busy with the actual wedding. So I'm finally getting to open these dolls. Now I'll take her out of the sleeve and we'll get a better look. Now here is the doll out of the box, out of the sleeve, and on the stand. It didn't take too long to take out. The tags were pretty easy, and she comes with this plastic piece on her head, and that's removed, and she is stiff as a board. Okay, the only thing I don't like about these stands is look how I'll take her off. That's the stand. That's the angle it stands. I don't know why it's doing that. It feels, and it just broke. These stands are crap, absolute crap. We can still use it, but they're so fragile. But I wish they just brought just the regular stands. That's how it should stand, like that, and that sits that way. But you can see the angle. Am I doing something wrong? Because I'm confused. Why is it so stiff this way? I mean, look at the doll. She sits in there. And the easiest way to put these dolls on, because these are so fragile, put it on the side and turn it around. You've got to be careful because you can see what happens to the actual clothing of the doll. So I hate these stands, absolutely hate them. To try and get them on, and then when you've got some, like this has got clothes on it, and guaranteed this is going to snap by the time I finish with it. It just doesn't stand right. I hate them so much. Like, she's got to stand right on the tip, almost. And she just tilts. Like, they're so bad. So that's my pet hate. As you can see, it snapped. That piece just broke. So they're my pet hate. So I'd rather use the plastic cheap stands. They're more flexible. So number one, my first hate. I'll get her off that and just get rid of it. Now, a lot of people don't like the top. You know what? It's a top. It's just a top. You're going to put her into different clothing. My first thing that I'm going to do is fix her hair because I just hate it. And before I do that, I just want to show you how the head comes off. So here we go. Oh, that was so simple. So it's a thin little tab. And the head, and it just came off really simple. Let's put it back on again. Easy. Beautiful. All right, so
take that off. I'm gonna wash her hair like with these on. If she's got earrings, I'll show you what they look like, but I've got to get rid of this. It just, oh, look at it. Oh, let's go. So here she is now with her hair done. It looks a lot better. Her hair is really, really soft. Let me bring her closer. It's so, so soft. It does need a little bit of styling to get it to go under. It's still a little damp and it's a little bit flat at the back, but I can fluff that up because it's still wet. There's just a few little tiny hair strays that can be trimmed. There you go, you can see that it's just uneven just there, so it needs to be trimmed up. Other than that, she's alright. But I just started styling at this side, and you can see she'll get that lovely lift. The earrings, they do pull out. Now, I do like the earrings, but the thing is, the stubs are really thick. So our holes are thick, and I can't put my earrings in her hair, in her ears. They're just too big, and I'll show you that in a little bit. But otherwise, her face is really gorgeous. She's got a pretty face. Her hair colouring is lovely. She's got brown with some highlights through it, and it's just, I really like it. It's so soft, it's gorgeous. As I said, it just needs a bit more drying. I have to trim that the ends off. It is not the best cut, but I suppose they're not hairdressers over there. About hair, so that's Kit. The top itself is just a top, but I'd like to see it on a Ken doll. I think it would look good on him. But I've seen people styling it with jewelry and accessories, or just the top and putting another skirt on, or adding something to the top. It's quite nice. It does Velcro at the back. Now I'll put the stand at the back of the dress because at the moment it doesn't look that crash hot. There is a bit of double-sided tape on the legs just to hold it down, so all you've got to do is just rub them off and they come off easy. It's just so that the skirt doesn't ride up in the packaging. The boots, we have seen these before in silver. They're still quite nice. They suit the style. And of course, they're all made to move dolls. So articulation in the neck, shoulders, upper arms, elbows, wrist, hips, thighs, rotation, knee and ankle. Now I hope the ankle part is a bit more sturdy, because in the Barbie looks they tend to get loose. So when you're standing up the dolls or you're trying to style them in photos and stuff, the feet just flop. That's the only thing. So let's hope they stay nice and stiff. Now we'd like to bring along Kit's sister, and here she is. Now they have the same face sculpt. As you can see, I did put their pierced ears in, so my holes are very small because I use real earrings. So these are too small. Oh, these are metal, of course. They're plastic, so don't even try, because they'll snap or they'll break. And this is not Kit's outfit, original outfit, but I've just put her in this at the moment because she was at the wedding and that's what she wore at the wedding. Now, skin tone is different. And this is what I talk about this. Now, you can see this one is a lot straighter, where this one is just so bent. I don't know why. Anyway, back to the dolls. So here are the sisters. They're together now. Yes, this kit has the shorter hair, black hair with the flocking at the sides. I don't know if they have that anymore. And she's got the dark hair with a little bit of highlight. She's on the petite doll, and you can see the skin tone is a lot lighter and darker as well. So you can't really change them over, But in the Barbie Basics kits that you get the 3 dolls with, you can swap and change. Now there we have the comparisons of the girls. Let me know what you think. Kit, you're just a bit doing there. There we go. Let me know what you think of Kit. We've got to give her a name, so yet to give her a name. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Do you have these dolls? Are you getting them? What do you think of the Made to Moves? I love them. If you don't like them, that's fine. But I love them. As you will see if you go and see the wedding. If you haven't seen it, I do a lot of photography, videoing, and I love the movements and different poses as well. Give me a like, hit the bell button so you don't miss any future episodes. Now, I was told that people get frightened to hit the bell button because they'll get notifications constantly on their phones. You don't. You'll only get it on your YouTube channel. There'll be a bell on the top and it'll have a number from 9 plus or 1 to 9 or 9 plus. That means you've got more messages or things there. Have a look at that and it'll just tell you when the next episode's on. But you won't get notifications constantly. You can turn them off. So don't be afraid of that. And subscribe. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss any future episodes. Well, until next time, I'm Pandora Box. Chuckers!